Maybe you can say your names once apiece for the tape. It's going to be a different person writing it down.
David.
David, you up.
You look the part.
Thanks a lot. Look, you're looking for an interview here, huh?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Any other volunteers?
About what? For what?
Just for your name, just so we can get it down on the tape here.
Hi, Rich Sambora here.
I'm John Bon Jovi.
How you doing, man? Dave Bryan, Bon Jovi. Stand back, want to kiss myself.
And my name be Alec Johnson. It's the black thing, baby.
Man's got soul.
That's right, man. No toast here.
You guys just got into town yesterday, right?
Yep.
You must be exhausted.
No, man. We feel pretty good. We want
I
to play some
We take a
racquetball.
lot of drugs.
Where do you play racquetball around here?
What do you think, right? Well, that's a big hall out there.
That's an idea.
So anyway, the shows are sold out, and you've got extra ones added on. I mean, what's behind the excitement? Was this live last time?
It's beautiful.
We did Super Rock last year. Album went gold, close to platinum here. The excitement's been real big. This one shipped gold, so it's already gold. And so they put the tour on sale, had to add more dates. And it looks like Japan's going to be just a great year.
How was the response to the show last time, Super Rock?
Last year it was great. You know, I mean, we were in America supporting the Scorpions. Came over here, actually under them on a bill of 5 acts, and ended up outselling them. You know, and just doing everything to excess. You know, so I mean it was a great thing for me.
You find it open for anybody anymore, right?
Oh yeah, in America, I have no intention whatsoever of going and headlining.
We're headlining in Japan and in Europe.
Yeah,
And in America.
we're going to headline the first 2 of the 3 legs of the tour, and open in the States.
Question from Mr. Moriusi, who's probably going to keep his mouth shut most of the time because he doesn't speak much English. But he thought of a lot of these questions.
All right, Gus, this is for you, man. Hey, Senor Luises.
He wants to know why
That's the melting point of rock, baby.
It's the center of a volcano, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, just a little trivial pursuit.
The melting point of rock. Rock doesn't get any hotter.
It can't. It won't.
Yeah.
Genius edition or baby boom edition?
Yeah, the Genius Edition, thank you very much.
Okay. Now we got that out of the way.
Did you know that the album, being released yesterday, or Monday actually, was the same day that the first McDonald's opened up? I think that is
an omen.
very good.
In Louisiana or
In
something.
Indiana.
And look at how good McDonald's
I heard it
is
on the
doing.
radio. The album came out the very same day that the
We're in
first
Big Mac
McDonald's
history.
opened up.
Big Mac history.
And I was also my old lady.
That was what? That was your 6-year anniversary?
It was?
His divorce and anniversary and McDonald's opening and the album all came on the same day in
And
history.
I've been
I finished the
divorced a
puzzle.
year in April. I can't exactly figure out which day, but a year in April.
Same thing then.
Divorced.
Same thing.
2 divorces,
2 divorces.
new album and McDonald's all in 1
And
month.
I ended my constipation for about 6 months doing this fucking juice.
How we got that straight? It seems to be a problem getting you guys to be taken seriously. I mean, you're compared a lot with Rap, with Wasp.
Get out of here. Where is that?
No, where do we?
Who says that?
You read me.
I read in the papers.
What
Okay,
papers?
You can't read everything.
Don't believe anything you ever hear.
Okay, well, obviously you take umbrage at it. What's the...
No umbrage whatsoever. That's
We just,
I think our music's pretty serious, so you can listen to that and let that speak for itself.
we just like to have a good time. I mean, you guys come over here, we say, hey, what's happening? Sit beside
I mean,
us,
if we sat
party,
here and have been serious with you, like a deadpan serious, like take for granted we've been doing this for hours already today,
What kind of
We're just
fun
trying to have
would
a
that be
little
for you?
fun.
And I'm
Lighten up the
claustrophobic.
conversation a little.
The music is the serious part, not what we are. That doesn't have to be
We're trying to
serious.
have a little fun here.
We like to have fun. Let's read the lyrics on the record, man, and then you'll see us.
Listen to the album and you'll know.
Yeah, the
The
lyrics.
difference
the
between
lyrics.
us and a rat and a wasp and that stuff is...
You yourself were a former studio engineer, was it?
Close.
Close, yeah.
Close.
I mean, I got into assisting as far as I got. I was maintenance engineer, man, I was a gopher
He brought the Q-tips
That's
up
what
so they
started.
could,
Hello.
at the power station as in the group.
Oh, this, by the way, is our editor here.
Hey, baby.
Hey.
What's
It's
that, baby?
okay, don't
How you
ever do it
doing?
again.
That's
man.
right. Take 3 laps around the room, man.
50 push-ups, drop.
Seems like the arrangements are a lot cleaner and harder for the second album. Are there improvements, or were there differences? I mean,
We
It's
grew.
growth.
Definite growth.
If there's no
Comes from
movement.
playing together for a year on the road.
Writing on
You
the
just
road.
can't help but get, well, not writing on the road, but getting the ideas from the road. But yeah, you know, I mean, just like anything you do, if you're a writer, if
Wrote a lot of
you're,
postcards.
yeah,
Like a
if you're anything, you know, I mean, you got to get better at it, you know.
Who does most of the arranging? Is it a complete group effort, or?
Oh yeah.
And what about the songwriting? I haven't looked at the credits. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm the principal writer. I'm David and Richie and I write, and Tico's now getting into writing.
Would you work out a lot of songs on the road, or is it?
I personally can't write on the road. I don't write at all on the road.
Where and how do you write in it?
In my bedroom at night, and then at rehearsals in Perth Amboy, New Jersey.
How much of the year is devoted to Bon Jovi activities?
Last
Every
year,
day.
last year 364 days. We had that one day I went out to the park and I pissed on myself.
I mean, we're going to be here for 3 weeks. We're going to fly home. We're going to be home for 48 hours, and then we fly to France.
Then we start our European tour.
Then we're
Fly
going to come
over our
home.
house.
We'll probably be home for 3.5 hours and take
We-
off on an American tour.
Yeah.
No,
I
we're
mean,
not even going to be home.
we don't go home. We go to
We're
Los
going right to
Angeles.
LA.
Oh, geez. I was
So-
looking forward to that 3.5 hours, too.
We're home for 2 days, and I mean, it looks like it's going to be all year again. It's Japan, Europe, America, possibly back here if there's another Super Rock, and then definitely back to Europe.
My motorcycle will rust by the time I get
So
home.
we'll be home for Thanksgiving dinner.
Are you workaholics? Is that it?
No, not me, man. These guys are shit. They,
When you're brand
they
new
got me
band, you gotta
everywhere,
work your
man.
ass off. When you're a brand new band, you gotta work your ass off. That's all there's to it.
Comes with the
If
gig.
you want to do it, like if you're serious about it, you're serious about it.
Not stay
We're
home and work
serious
at
about
Kenny
it.
Shoes.
What kind of experiences have they had in the past that have proven to you this is the way to do it? Like,
Gold
None.
record.
I
You know,
know
there's too
before-
many bands that fall to the sophomore jinx. You know, all of a sudden people were saying, wow, what a great album, you know, we did so good last year. But there was no way that we were going to be another one-hit wonder. So when other bands were down, like in Hawaii, doing pre-production, we went back to Perth Amboy. And, you know, like if you could imagine, like the slums, this is where we rehearsed.
Crotch of America, man.
And
Still
it makes
stay
you
hungry, you know
hungry,
what I mean?
keeps you hungry.
You're still feeling hungry, yeah?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
we're hungrier than ever.
I kind of like him,
Being
Perth
rich.
Amboy.
There's a couple big nags
Yeah.
over there. So.
Yeah, if you're hungry, you know, there's big mouths.
Well, maybe you could explain a little bit about each of your backgrounds just briefly.
Like,
My background is
Like what you were doing
Glad kind of thing
before the
back
band.
before the band, Richie and I were in a group called Message. We put an album out that like sank like an anchor into the ocean, but
And we're divers.
I basically subsisted on chicken from a chain from
That's my wife. I'm
And
not
I
here.
woke up
By the
when
way,
the
she
sun is
called
warm
this
by
morning.
1:30.
but that's how Richie and I know each other well. We knew each other a little bit before that, but then you know that.
It's gonna
before
get-
that, we played club band.
I
can't even get away.
What'd you say?
New Jersey?
New York, New Jersey, yeah, club
Happy?
bands galore.
Happy.
I think you're originally from that area.
It's going to get progressively
What
worse.
type of club bands mean, like top 40?
Yeah,
Country stuff.
yeah, played with Tico too.
Is that right? All basically come from the same neck of the
That
woods.
came too
We
fast.
now play together for like, we know
And
each
we
other for
played
a long time.
together when we were sophomores in high
Too
school.
freaking
Is
loud.
that right?
I wouldn't lie to you, man. That's the truth.
67, 68.
Where'd you go to high school?
He went to Perth Amboy, I went to Kennedy.
Meaning where?
Island, New Jersey, Perth Amboy.
And how about you, John? You were the studio gopher then, right, for the band.
Before this, I was in a recording studio pushing a broom, pouring a hell of a cup of coffee.
But he was in bands too, though.
Oh, yeah, sure, I was in bands too.
Well, obviously, how you didn't just start playing the instrument when you...
Yeah, right. No, I was in several bands. Club bands, you know, that kind of thing. Getting original bands going off the ground, but it's tough to keep an original band making any money.
And when we called up David Lee Roth and he said that he didn't really, had no interest in playing with us, and we called John.
All right, Roth didn't want to quit Van Halen to play with these guys, so I got him. You know?
I was in the band with Charles Manson, but it didn't go too good. We were a band of, fun kind of guys. Figured, what the hell, I might as well play piano instead of jail.
When Chuck went up the river, you got a big gig.
Yeah, I figured Charlie, he kept stopping my watches all the time. Said, Charlie, listen, man, I am running out of fucking batteries already, man.
Seems that David Lee Roth will butt up a lot of your jokes, dude. What do you think?
Oh, no, we love
No,
it.
really, you were the first
one.
one who said it. That's how come we're getting into
Riffing
it.
on you, Jude.
I got it from you, though.
You got from us.
Yeah, I got it from you.
What we
What
do?
else you get from us, baby? I don't know nothing.
I didn't give up nothing.
You get the crabs from us? I didn't see it.
Tokyo Road. Where'd the idea come from?
being here.
It was a thank you.
Really?
This was our first gold record.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We loved it.
You were bigger here before you're
Yeah.
in the States, huh?
Yeah. It was great.
We got another one in 2 days.
We got another one in 2 days.
The
Yeah.
record came out 2 days ago. We got another.
Tried to
So-
ship the gold.
It's, you know,
We may live here.
Yeah, we could make a living on this.
Yeah, we actually do this for a living.
Plus, McDonald's is really good here.
What do you think they're getting off
I'm
on?
a knacker.
I think it's the raw energy. It's like the true excitement and the involvement that we have with the kids. There's no separation between this band and its audience. And anyone that we've toured with in America made it, because you're in an opening act situation, you have to cater to them. We made a point of being quite a part of the audience. In Europe we toured with Kiss, and there's big barriers, like maybe more than between me and you to the kids to the stage. And it got to be like acrobatics, jumping into the first row kind of thing. It was very important. And I think that the kids here can get off on that because of the relations. While the bodyguards are out there trying to keep us away from the kids, they put us in this hotel because apparently there was too much of a scene at the other one. So last second they changed us and didn't even tell us, So, but that's what we do.
and we're a lot of fun to be with.
That's it.
We have fun. That's what this
Sure.
whole thing is. It's not 40-year-old guys pretending to have fun.
It's what a lot of people said about Def Leppard when they made their
Yeah.
stand. I don't think they put out an album since Pyromania.
No,
What goes into staying power? How do you maintain what you've built up so far? Just
Keep
hard
a
work.
lot of hard work.
Yeah, work and
Drive,
luck.
man. Yeah.
Still
You got to
gotta
stay in
have
the
that
public
luck.
eye one way or another.
It's all hard work, man.
You got to stay in the public eye one way or another.
How do you go about doing that?
Get arrested all the time.
That's how we first hit the American magazines. Was Alec getting arrested?
Is that right?
It wasn't pre-planned. It was just
No, it was. It just happened.
What-
We were going back home to Madison Square Garden, and we're thinking, how can we do something amazing at the Garden to upstage the Scorpions, because it was home and we had a hit record. We were going home to our own friends and families. Couldn't think of a trick, so we said, look, let's just go out there and play a great show. And we're going to the party after the show, and we're real happy that we played a great show. And the cop says, is Alec John Such in your band? And I says, yeah. And he says, well, I've arrested him and he's in jail. And I said, fabulous. And so sure enough, Alec used to carry a gun on him. You never know, he might have one now, but he used to carry a gun on him, and he had
But this
it
time
on
I wore it
stage
right on stage on my belt.
Really?
at the Garden.
But I thought that was okay as long as it's not concealed. But what did they get you on?
You can't carry
Where
a
do you come
gun.
from, Brooklyn, you say?
Comes from-
And
New
Southern
York, New York
California.
State.
The NRA lobby is very strong.
No, in New
You
York,
cannot carry a
you
gun.
can't even,
Mandatory 1-year
Is that
jail
right?
sentence just for having it.
And I'd like to thank Polygram Records for buying me shoes. Phonogram Nippon, because I didn't have any money. Really nice of them.
They cleaned them up nice, too.
They did.
yeah, man, I was
I like to
semi-snake
thank them
down
very
there.
much.
Everything worked out, man.
Hey, I'm upset. I didn't get nothing.
I ain't got
I've been on
nothing.
songs for the
I
last
got
few weeks.
nothing me, so yeah.
It's a great record company. They did real good.
We held a record at the Garden for the most backstage people.
Yeah, nobody ever had that many people backstage. I don't think
We
we
had
ever.
Bill
And we
Squire, Bruce, Roger
And
Glover,
we played
everybody was there.
Yeah, everybody was there to see us at the Garden, and it was
Our
hysterical.
moms and grandma.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is
I don't know.
Got a lot of friends, man.
A lot of friends and a lot of people who were there, like in the beginning. I remember we got a knock on the door, and Wembley Arena opened up the door, and Meatloaf was there, and you've come a long way from sweeping the floors. I said, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
It was like they were real good. All the guys from Def Leppard and Springsteen and Squire and Iron Maiden and Deep Purple guys and all.
I'm gonna try this one more time.
So it's good.
I mean, they like us, they support us.
Maybe I won't. Forget it.
You want to get a good picture of my new shoes? Get no picture. Look, no more socks. Get a picture.
What about? I haven't seen the stage act yet, have you?
Neither have we.
How long does it go?
It's about an hour 20, hour and 30.
We'll tell you Saturday.
We've never run it through yet, man. It's been 6 months since we've been on stage, so could be a little rough Saturday night.
Yeah, but it'll be fun.
We'll have a good time.
Especially when you get heart failure, and you be going, oh God, I don't remember the key. This song is in, and your heart goes.
You see, a guy like Bruce Springsteen who just finished up his last show last night, and so he's doing over 3 hours, 4 hours in the States. You would never consider doing something like that?
If we had enough songs.
I mean,
Gotta
how
remember
many
these
hours
guys.
has Bruce
Yeah,
had?
Bruce has been around for 10 years. We've been around for 1.
Album's got
How many albums? He's had about 7 or 8.
So he can, you know.
He's
he
been
comes
around for
back on all-
12
We can
years.
start doing his songs.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So all the material's original then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably do an hour and a
Well,
half total.
semi-original. Try to rip on everyone.
You guys come from the East Coast, so is there a lot of that in the music, you think?
Wait a minute, I'm getting my picture taken.
I guess it has to be.
It's just natural, though. I never heard of this this thing, East against West in America
They
until
put that in the
I read it in a
newspapers.
magazine.
That's the same thing like reading the Inquirer, man. Hey, if this guy hates this guy and this guy don't know this guy, and you say, I didn't even met the
I
guy.
mean, we're
I
not
don't even
Bruce,
have
but
no
we
idea.
drink at the same bars, you know.
It's just whatever, you know. I don't know, because where do you come from? Brooklyn? Do you write different?
Comes from
than,
San Francisco, man.
How do we
Same
get
thing,
Brooklyn?
right?
I don't know.
Different
Somebody's
people
in
from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
No way.
We're
Of
just
course,
picking
the
on.
people from Brooklyn can't even read.
See, I wasn't letting on the joke.
I read in an article, I think one of you or all of your fans like Little Steven.
I love Stephen May's my idol.
Steven's
Is
great.
that right?
Yep.
We saw him out in L.A.
I,
last time.
what do you like about him? Just kind of
Stephen,
Takes it to the butt.
if Stephen was to come up to you and say, "Hi, how are you doing?" You can't leave the room until you tell him everything about how you're doing. He's truly one of the few people in the industry who, if he wants to know how you're doing, I mean, he seriously wants to know. I used to let me hang out at sessions. Tico knew him back on Asbury. He's just a
He's like real
truly
people.
phenomenal person who takes the time to talk and sit with you and play if you want to play. And he's just a great all-around
Mills
guy.
Lawford's that way as well.
Yeah, Nils is like that from that, all those guys. But Steven, I love his music, I love his lyrics. He's my idol. I think he's the coolest.
the last one, The Voice of America, was just, what happened? Didn't nobody buy it?
He lost his record deal, lost his manager, he
Is
lost
that right?
Yeah.
See, big business has a habit of eating you up like a
It's
shark.
the industry, man. They're bad.
It ain't easy.
It's tough.
You need luck too. A little luck here, a little timing here, a little of this.
The adage of musicians just playing.
Man, you never know. You just keep
More business now.
I've been betrayed.
We try to get away from that.
Own cat.
There you go.
Too quiet.
Is he going to get justice? So that's the question.
Oh man.
So how are you guys going to prevent it in your own case? I mean,
You get a good manager that keeps that shit away
That's
from
right.
you.
Either that or you just
You know, keep that you play, do what you do best.
I mean, you
and
never
let-
know.
And have somebody that does what he's
Do what
doing.
you do best naturally, and you don't make believe you're nothing that you're not.
This isn't a 9-to-5 job where you know that next week you're going to have work, and next week you're going to have work, and then you'll have 2 weeks vacation, and in 17 years you'll get the gold card and the gold watch, and it's over with. Over here, it's a lot of chances. You're always on the edge, but you're just keep pushing and pushing and pushing with a lot of good fans and luck, and you'll make it.
Of course, my tarot reader tells me I lead a charmed life, which always, helps me out a lot.
That's right. We go to our card reader, and that says everything.
How'd you find your manager, by the way?
He was in the gutter.
I got him out of jail once.
We needed bail, so he called us up.
No, our manager's a great guy.
He's a great man.
Doc McGee, by the way.
Yeah,
You know him for a
no,
long time? Or
Yeah, for all those
Well,
groupie,
John-
He was the
John,
first
right.
guy that I met with, and I just immediately felt that he was the best. He was like the underdog,
You figure there's a million guys.
and he's a funny guy too. He's another kind of guy. He likes to have a good time. He's a funny dude. We want to manage him.
Well, we were
We want
seriously
to put him out on,
looking at,
like a stand-up comedian and manage him because he's great.
He'd be great, man. He's a riot.
We
We
could
were
make a
looking
ton on him.
seriously at Rodney Dangerfield for management, but he was too busy at the time.
I can imagine.
Yeah, he was
He's
bulging
a
out his
cool.
eyes and shit. You guys know.
You talk about breaking down the walls of communication at a concert, like being very close to the fans, but what sort of people have you seen on stage who've accomplished the same thing? Like, who have maybe...
You too.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen.
You too.
You too.
Bruce, Steven, Petty.
If I go, I'll go into the old days.
There's a lot of, I know. There's a lot of
Go back
people
that
who
far.
don't do it, who really keep that barrier up and
Like, look at
pretend.
Prince, man. You can't look at his face.
Who?
Prince.
Oh,
Prince. Yeah, Prince.
Play some piss.
No.
Prince.
Just take a look at piss now. Do that. Take a look at piss. See what that said to you. See if it smell a little bit and shit. Make some good music out of that.
Well, like, how were the Scorpions when you played with them? I mean,
They were great.
Oh man.
What a good band.
They were
good band.
the
We were
most
supposed
fun.
to do 2 weeks with them, and we ended up doing 4.5 months.
Yeah, and they turned out to be great friends. They came to see us when we were in Europe playing with Kiss.
Yeah, we went to their house
Came
in
down
Germany
there,
and
yeah.
stuff.
You know, it's funny when on stage they're like kids without the makeup and their mouths wide open and teeth flashing and jumping all over the stage. And even talk to like Rudolph Schenker.
I know you
We
did.
like to be very calm on stage, and on stage we are like animals. This is kind of like
That is good. That is true.
Yeah, no, really.
We were in
I know-
Hanover. We were all pissy because they weren't at the show, and we played like their hometown. And we walk off stage and we're going, yeah, they're not here, boy. We went to New Jersey to see them because we were off the tour by then. The door comes kicking in. There's Rudy screaming at the top of his lungs, and they all call 5 of them with their girlfriends and wives come barreling through the door. They rented a restaurant out.
Yeah, we're
Had a
hanging out in
big
our
party.
underwear and shit, and they came
Yeah,
partying.
throwing stuff at us. They were great. You know, they were there the
It was
whole
real
night.
fun.
They got to be real close friends with us.
Huh. Have you made a lot of friends in the business since starting the band?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we made
Everybody.
almost-
I don't think we
except
have
for
any
the
enemies in this
Except for
industry.
maybe a couple of hotel owners.
Except
Yeah,
for
a
like
couple of
business
Hotels
people.
don't like it.
Doesn't like. How about when you're in the studio? Do you make any friends there?
Well, in the studio this time, we block booked the place. Well, except for Nils, who became real good friends
Yeah,
with
Nils
Lofgren.
Lofgren.
Nils was working at the same time.
What a great guy, man.
Sang
He is-
bass on his record.
That's right, Tico got to sing on his record.
Ba-ba-boo.
You mean the one you recorded just a couple months back?
Yep.
Is that right?
He was in the studio at the same time as we were.
Yep.
Otherwise, we block booked the studio. So
Such a
it was
great
just
guy, though,
ours.
man, to hang out with and stuff. He's a
He loves to
cool
drink
guy.
and jam.
Yep.
Shit
Used
like
a
us.
couple of my
Yeah, we
acts.
used to jam all late at night. He lived in the same apartment as we did. We rented apartments in the
He's
same
such a
building.
cool little dude, man. Good at acrobatics and shit, man.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
only
Yeah.
2'6", but
5'3", 5'3".
he's a great guy. It's all hard to believe.
They mean let it crank, too.
Huh,
Yeah,
he's-
we
it's-
got to fuck the line out of crap. It really
Bring
is.
him that
He
dick.
don't even blink.
Yeah.
He don't even blink.
They don't even blink.
That name of things. Just talk to you about business.
It's funny, I actually talked about this about 2 or 3 days ago. He says he doesn't make records for himself. He says he makes them for the audience, for people to listen to. How about in your own case? Is it the same type of?
We make them for Nils.
Yes, no, we make
We're not contrived at all.
This isn't contrived or perceived.
contrived, meaning it's basically the music you want to do for yourself.
It's
We do it, and,
absolutely-
yeah, we expect, that people will like it. If they don't, we're out of business.
We're lucky enough that people like the music that we make, because if they didn't, then, people who unfortunately made the music that they wanted to make that weren't successful doing it were out of business. And fortunately enough that we're holding on, doing what we want to do.
How would you compare the 2 albums, the first and the second?
This makes the first one look like kindergarten as far as I'm concerned.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Writing, singing, playing, everything, production, just
We just learned so much.
10 yards difference. You can't.
God.
Everybody individually and writing-wise and production-wise, it's just come.
You couldn't fit another second on that album. We had trouble mastering because it sucker's like 49 minutes long.
Yeah, we didn't
It's
want to cut a
ridiculous.
song off of
We
it.
figure if somebody pays the money for a record, they're going to get their money's worth this time.
That's it.
And we're
We
not,
had
we're not
other
afraid.
songs
We went
to
a
put
little
on
out
there
of it,
too
too.
that we had to drop off. But
Yeah, we went in a couple different directions that that we didn't play it safe. This record.
No,
We did what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
In like what way? Like
Silent Night with the acoustic guitars, it sounds like something you two could have done, and something like To the Fire, like Phil Collins could have gotten away with, which certainly isn't like what people might expect from a band like us, but we weren't afraid to show the depth and the growth and to say that
And that's what we like.
there's definitely growth here, and we didn't write just 10 songs for the album. It was up to about 30 songs before we had to narrow it down to 10. The only reason we recorded just that is because I set a deadline of this tour.
and I couldn't remember the words to any of the choruses. If we did
Yeah,
any
so
one
forget that. We would have really had trouble.
Yeah, we tattooed the words to Alex's forehead.
Alec, you know the words to Bang Bang, though, right?
thing. Bang bang, you.
That's it.
Yay!
That's it. That's all I
You
remember.
were 14, I was 20, you were 15, so I
so it
gave it
didn't
a
matter.
shot.
all right, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. And thank you very much, gentlemen.
Oh, you're welcome. You gonna come to the show or what?
I'd like to see it actually.
Well, you coming?
Be our
Now,
guest.
come on, don't say yes,
You
you may,
talk-
or whatever.
You
Let's
said
get
you
a
talked
yes
to
or no.
Nils the other day.
Yeah.
Are they still playing now?
Last night was the last night in Tokyo. They're going to be playing in Kyoto, I think, tomorrow, and then Osaka a couple times, a day or two after that.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so we're going to see him in Osaka.
Okay, the rumor's dead.
Good. So they told us, because we got in too late last night. If we would have
Because
missed
we
it,
have to
I'd
get
have
drunk
been
with
mad.
those guys. It's a must.
Oh, Queen in the magazine?
Did you get to talk to Bruce, or he's not doing anything?
Bruce isn't talking to people. He's not talking. I mean, the guy must be totally
We'll talk to you anytime, man. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Well,
And if you come to the show,
different-
please be our guest, come back, have some drinks, and we'll talk some more.
And when we get totally exhausted, we're gonna have you come up to our rooms and we'll be in bed and you can interview us right there.
Really, Bruce isn't talking to anybody, huh?
Which ain't a bad idea.
The band talking?
I talked to Clarence and I talked to Hills.
I think we ought to work on
Clarence,
it.
boy, I think this guy's got arms like this.
Oh, yeah.
Clarence
Arms
is a
like
great
got
guy.
legs, you know. This
We used to
guy
play at his
Big
club.
He used to own a nightclub
It's
down in
all
Jersey
pancakes.
where we used to play.
Still does it. Still really?
Closed up.
Is that right? The Red Bank.
Big Man's West. He used to play there.
He's
They may have opened up again.
That's so big.
All them places got closed up, man.
Why is that?
I don't know.
It was in a neighborhood. It was like in a residential area. Great club.
Is that right?
Great club. First night I went there, the E Street Band played. And it was like, recently.
Little Steven there,
Little
man.
Steven, I saw
Great.
2 nights there. We played there a bunch of times. A lot of people played there.
Yeah, how can I play there with Joe Cocker?
Joe Cocker was there.
Canceled.
I
I
remember we
went to see
played there.
Frank in the Knockouts. They canceled. Son of a bitch.
That's when we played there that one time and it had the gate up in front of the door.
Yeah.
Son of a
Son of a
bitch.
bitch.
Huh? Nothing?
Is there any Bon Jovi in here?
How come I don't see us in here?
Next station.
Cover or what?
Cover?
Boy, that
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, you're full of shit.
Come on, you're pulling my
Come on,
wheel.
cover.
Oh, look at this one right here.
How much time do we have?
I need some tits.
I used to go out with her. Don't worry about that.
Like we have 5 o'clock? That's beautiful. I must have my alarm.
So what are we doing?
We got like 40 minutes.
Where can we get women like that?
Steven!
Where will we meet down the lobby?
Gotta stop a grind. With the force of a man.